welcome back to their video. And in today's video, we have a Would You Rather Wrestling Edition. Now, we've done this before in the past, but I think it's been over a year ago since we last did it. But yeah, pretty much we have 5 Would You Rathers for each of us. And yeah, go back and forth and just give a little explanation of why we pick it.
Yeah, it should be a fun one. I have a couple positive ones, a couple negative ones for you to choose from. So yeah, it should be fun.
Alright, do you want to go first?
Sure.
Alright, for your first one. Would you rather be a fly on the wall for any backstage moment in history, or have front row seats to any show you want?
I'd probably say front row seats. I feel like just having the moment of actually seeing the wrestling match is more important than seeing whatever drama might have happened backstage. Although, it would be really nice to see that. But I will think I'll choose the matches.
Alright.
Now for you, we have 2 very different ones here. I guess you could say negatives. But CM Punk never main events at WrestleMania, or John Cena never wins a world title, his 17th world title.
For this, I think I have to go with Punk, just because Punk being one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, whether you hate him or not, he is an icon in this business. No one gets as much clicks online. No one gets as much, titles in a report than CM Punk does. Cena, he has 16 already. 17, it's nice to call him the GOAT, but even then, Ric Flair still technically has him beat anyway. So I think I have to have Punk main eventing at least one WrestleMania. Alright, for you. Now this one's a more physical one. Would you rather take a bump on a bed of barbed wire, or take a bump on thumbtacks?
A bed of barbed wire or thumbtacks. I think the barbed wire probably, because I feel like the thumbtacks, you have 2 different pains. You have the thumbtack, getting them in you, but then you have to pull them out of you as well. And you also have to finish the match with them in you as well. With the barbed wire, just kind of one and done. Once you get off the table and the pricks get out of you, I feel like the pain is not over with, but it's manageable to get through a match at that point. So I guess I'd have to go barbed wire. Yeah,
the only reason why I think, at least for me, this would be more tough is because also having longer hair. I think when Kenny Omega did this stuff with John Moxley, they did a barbed wire spot, and his hair got all tangled up in the barbed wire. So when he got up, it was pulling on his hair, which looked really nasty. But yeah, I would definitely have to take either. But yeah.
Now you could even say that shorter hair is worse though, because you don't have any hair for cushion, and it just hits your skull. So
yeah. For your next one.
Alright, so we have 2 different matches for this one. These are going to be hardcore matches. Let's just say they're both done in ECW, let's call it, since it's hardcore matches. Okay. And all these people are in their prime. So would you rather have Darby Allin versus Mick Foley, or Darby Allin versus Sabu?
Ooh.
So obviously Mick Foley is kind of maybe not as extreme as Sabu, but still very extreme, but could put on bigger matches kind of. But Sabu is that guy that you're gonna cringe watching his matches, and somebody's gonna get hurt during the match basically.
Are you talking about just one match, or just a little feud as well?
Let's just say one match. Let's say one big match, whether it be a WrestleMania, All In, or whatever.
Alright. Really doesn't change my answer too much, because I am a huge fan of Mick Foley. Over the past few months, I've kind of dug more into his character work and more of just his matches as well. And he's honestly become one of my favorites. Such a interesting character that made his way through professional wrestling. So yeah, I think I have to have the match with Darby and Mick, because that would just be insane.
Yeah, I think I would probably pick Sabu in the case that I gave you just for one match, but in the case that you presented where it's a feud, I'd probably take Foley in that one, because I feel like Foley is a better storyteller, and Sabu is just, you only want one match from Sabu, because they might kill each other in that one match, knowing Darby and Sabu.
Alright. Alright, for your next one. Now we got something a little bit embarrassing. Would you rather have the worst match at a WrestleMania that will always be remembered, or join the Kiss My Ass Club at WrestleMania? Now, it doesn't have to be redacted. It can be let's say Otis or somebody you wouldn't want to do it to?
I mean, I feel like I'd probably rather just have a bad WrestleMania match than be double embarrassed and not even have a match at Mania, but your segment is kissing someone's ass.
Yeah, and with the Kiss My Ass Club and the day we live in now with social media, that's gonna get memed. You're gonna be seen on TV everywhere.
Could be good for you as well, though.
Yeah,
maybe you could be one of those sympathy faces, or maybe even a sympathy heel or something. But yeah, I'll definitely take B&J versus Jimmy versus William Regal.
Yeah. For your next one now.
Alright, so for you, this is a little bit different, but this is going to be two people's final run, but we're going to call it both in WWE since they're both technically WWE guys. So would you rather have Jeff Hardy final WWE run or Chris Jericho final run, but in WWE, obviously? Obviously, Jeff Hardy might be able to give you a better match. However, Chris Jericho's, let's be honest, he's better at everything else.
Yeah, I'll get more TV time probably with Jericho as well, especially as creative freedom.
You get to hear Fozzy, but you also get to hear the Hardys. So,
yeah, considering as of late, Jeff Hardy has been putting on great matches in TNA. He had the great match with Fraxium in NXT not so long ago. So I've seen better matches from Jeff Hardy. I'll go with Jeff Hardy. I love him more anyway. And yeah, it would just be. I think Jeff Hardy's one of those guys that a lot of people want to say, man, I got to wrestle with Jeff Hardy at least once in my career. So I think for me, I'd probably be the same. Yeah,
for sure. I think I would do the same as well. We got to meet Jeff Hardy whenever we went to a TNA show, fortunately. That was very cool. So yeah, Jeff Hardy is definitely one of the GOATs for me.
Alright, for your next one, would you rather a yearly Women's Evolution pay-per-view or PLE or a yearly TNA times WWE show?
And as Evolution, would that be strictly WWE talent?
You can have maybe one every few years, but you can't have a consistent like show up out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, I'd probably take Evolution. I feel like it'd be more important for just wrestling in general and actually specifically women's wrestling. But yeah, I'd probably take a Evolution. There's rumors that we might be getting it soon, so maybe we'll see it.
Yeah, I wanted to say an AEW show, but I didn't want to make it too easy. I feel like even though obviously a yearly women's show would be amazing, I feel like the AEW show just be too OP.
Yeah. Now for yours, we have two AEW people who came from WWE coming back. So which one would you rather? Between Dean Ambrose WWE return or Sasha Banks WWE return? So obviously one of the best men or one of the best women. Yeah, both are still putting on good matches, maybe more so on Mercedes as of the past few months. But we all know Moxley still got it in him.
Yeah. Well, this is a tough one.
You got all the Shield drama with Dean. You get all the Bayley and Four Horsewomen drama with Sasha.
To me that's more the question's about, because they both wrestled most of the people already in the company. There's like a handful that maybe they needed to wrestle, but it's mainly, do you want Four Horsewomen Fatal 4-Way or the Shield Triple Threat finally? I mean, they'll probably both be Mania matches, for being honest. So, I feel like Sasha might be needed more for WWE than what Moxley would be or Ambrose would be for WWE. So I think I'd go with Mercedes Sasha Banks.
Yeah, I would definitely do the same as well. I love Dean Ambrose. But yeah, I think I'd go with Sasha on this one.
Alright. Now for your final one, I have someone that I'm kind of aimed it towards your heart. Two of your favorites. Would you rather Finn Balor never joins WWE or Bayley never joins WWE? Now for Bayley, she can go on to have a good indie career, and maybe she goes to AEW down the line or something like that, but she never touches WWE ground.
I would probably have to keep Bailey around because she would probably wrestle in North America versus Finn would likely have just stayed in New Japan. Maybe we would have seen him in AEW. There's definitely a big potential for that.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like he could have been like a New Japan lifer had it not been a WWE contract for him.
Yeah, could have maybe got some more indie matches during that era. Obviously, we're not the biggest indie fans, but it would have been cool to go see some of those matches back. Like a Will Ospreay versus Finn Balor would be crazy in like a Ring of Honor or something like that, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Ospreay versus Fergal Devitt. But yeah, I'd probably have to keep Bailey around the most because Finn, I don't know what he would end up doing, but I feel like Bailey would have ended up the same person no matter where she went. I feel like her story came out the exact way it's supposed to.
And no disrespect to Finn, but also Bailey just means more to WWE history, I'd say, than what Finn does as well. So
yeah, for sure. But now for you, I guess you could say two of your favorites as well. We have two people who know cross companies, and now we have them crossing back over. I guess one back to back, or whatever. But Cody Rhodes returns to AEW, or Swerve returns to WWE. So obviously this would be AEW getting a massive star, or it would be, you know, WWE just getting that amazing match star, just, you know, that new guy on the block type of thing.
And they would be going there as if they left today, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So the thing with Swerve is I really want to pick him, but I don't know if WWE would allow him to have those amazing matches that he does in AEW. But Cody helped. The thing is, I don't know how much, because Cody was a big star in AEW. He's probably arguably one of the biggest, but that didn't really transfer too much when he left from AEW to WWE. He got way bigger in WWE than he did in AEW. So, but you know what? I'll give WWE the second chance. I'll let them get Swerve back. Hopefully, he's an already made star, which they can use very easily to make him even bigger star. And yeah, I think him with matches like Seth would be really cool. A Luther match would be amazing. So yeah, I think I'd have to go with Swerve.
Yeah, I think I would probably go with Cody because I feel like that would just make AEW a little bit more interesting than it needs to be.
Yeah. Well, alright, that is our Would You Rather. Let us know your answers down in the comments. If there's ones that we ever do a part 2 or a part 3 rather, leave them down in the comments below. Without that, thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.